Adrian's over there just saying he believes you guys might be one of the top tandems in the country. What's your response to that?
I believe that too. You see how dynamic he is from these past 2 weeks, going I think 170 today. And there were a couple of times when he broke out, and I was like, oh, okay, here we go. And it was one of those things, I mean, that's just how dynamic he is. He's a home run hitter, and, man, I'm so excited to have him on this team.
Talk about the importance of the big plays, because a lot of your rushing stats came on those big plays this week.
100%. It was one of the things that we talked about I guess at halftime was we're going to have to make some explosive plays. We're going to have some people step up and make explosive plays on this offense just because of the poor second quarter that we had. And, man, that's a testament to the O-linemen, the guys blocking downfield, tight ends in the running game. They open up some big-time holes, and then it's you and a safety. And one of those things where you kind of have to have eyes on yourself.
What changed for you guys after kind of a rough second quarter, and then the offense finally gets going late the second half? What changed?
Coach Kleiman gave us a pretty strong message at halftime, and it was one of those things where you don't really see him get riled up too much. It was one of those things where he was just disappointed at the fact that we let them hang around after a great first quarter to go through a low like that in the second. Coming to halftime, he made his message felt, and it was one of those things where we kind of looked at each other as an offense, and we were like, okay, like the head man, he's asking us to step up, we have to.
Tell us about that run, Adrian touchdown run, where you guys almost ended up running in together.
Right.
What was said there? What was that moment like? Just to kind of
he scared me. First of all, I didn't know who it was. I ended up running my route inside, and he kind of broke out, and I looked at him. He kind of looked at me, and we kind of kept running, and I kind of stayed back a little bit to make sure nobody was going to grab him from behind, but he was leaving me. So it was one of those things where, man, it's exciting. Met him in the end zone, and just kind of goes back to how dynamic he is as a football player.
Deuce, what happened on the run where you ended up getting banged up? Kind of what happened there, and then how are you feeling versus?
Just wind knocked out of me. I had a pretty big nose tackle fall on the front of my chest, and I saw him coming. Everything was like in slow motion as he fell on me. As soon as he hit me, all the wind in my body left, and just trying to grasp for air and stuff like that. So that's what happened.
Adrian was talking about, it doesn't matter who's necessarily scoring the touchdowns. Everyone's just so excited to get in the end zone, so excited to win games. Can you just talk about the unselfishness of this team and how much fun you guys are having right now?
Oh, man, well, I can speak for myself. I'm having the most fun playing football with these guys that I've ever had. And that's just a testament to the bond that we've built throughout this past, 8 months now, 9 months now. And, man, if I had never scored a touchdown ever again and we win a Big 12 championship, I'll be the happiest person on earth. You know what I'm saying? And when you got guys all over the football field that can make plays and get the ball into the end zone, man, anytime we're celebrating the end zone, I'm a happy person.
Why do you think those zone read plays, anytime you put a defense in a situation where they have to go after you or Adrian, why are they so effective right now?
It's kind of like a pick your poison in a sense. If you crash down if the read key crashes down, it gives Adrian an opportunity to get to the outside, and the speed that he has, the way that he runs the football is going to allow him to break it off. And if they want to kind of set to the outside, it takes two people out of the box. In a sense, if they want to say we're going to stop Adrian, it takes two people out of the box, which makes it easier on the O-line to climb to linebackers and on a safety pretty quickly.
Just a quick comment. Fifth all-time in rushing at K-State today. You were able to move up the charts. Just your response to that.
It's unbelievable. It's never something that I thought about coming into K-State. The career that I've had to this point, I'll always never take credit for all of it. People behind me, people inside this building, people downstairs in that locker room, they've got me to this point. And it's something that is unbelievable to even have my name mentioned with some of the guys up there. And just got to keep building, got to keep working.
Do you remember what you told Adrian when you both crossed the goal line together and kind of celebrated in that moment?
It was one of those, I was just like, I didn't say anything. I was just like, and I ran to him, I hugged him, I told him I loved him. I remember that. I said, I love you, big dog. And we ran back to the sideline. That's really all. I mean, whenever you score, it's kind of like you kind of black out in a sense. It kind of just happens. But I do remember saying that.
What was it you were able to do in the running game after to kind of counter those blitzes that seemed to give you trouble there?
We went to some gap scheme stuff, whether that be some power, some B gap power and just getting downhill. Because if you can catch them in a blitz and get them out of a gap, it opens up some things whenever you start going downhill and stuff like that. So that's a testament to the people upstairs, Coach Klein, and all the coaches downstairs that were able to see that they're bringing blitz multiple times and be able to get into that gap scheme stuff.
Basically making them pay for gambling a little
Yes,
bit.
sir, 100%.
Are you guys gonna have to start having competitions between you and Adrian so he gets more yards?
I don't know about all that. Right now, I mean, he's got the passing yards as well, so I mean, I guess he'll win in that regard. But if we're talking about just rushing, I give it to him right now. Did he beat me last week? He beat me last week, right? And will we tied today?
I think he got you by 1 yard today.
See, that's the thing. See, I'm already down 2-0. I don't know if I'm making a competition right about now.
Well, let me add to that. So you haven't told him, hey, dog, you're hogging all the rushing
No,
touchdowns.
absolutely not. Absolutely not. I just said a little earlier, I mean, the playmakers that we have on this team, and we can put the ball in the end zone at any time, whether that be Phillip Brooks, spin move, dive into the end zone like he had today, Adrian doing his thing. Like I said, if we're putting the football in the end zone, no matter who it is, I'm the happiest person on earth.
So who wins the foot race between you and Adrian?
That's
You guys are on your own.
That's a great question, actually, and he gets to top speed pretty quickly, and that's actually a really good question. I wouldn't go run right now. Probably need a couple of days to get my body back, but I don't know, man. That'll definitely be something that we have to do.
In the second quarter, when the offense was struggling, were you kind of having Tulane flashbacks? Or were you guys confident you were going to break it?
No, we were confident. It was one of those things where we kind of just went into a lull as an offense, and can't happen. Went into halftime, and Coach Klein let us know that can't happen. And it was one of those things that we bounced back pretty quickly in the third quarter. And no, it was never one of those things where we thought we weren't going to be able to get the ball back rolling.